Hello there, Flakers. Victor here, give me a Flake Man here. In the last lesson, Japanese for Morons lesson, we learned this expression. Okay. 飲んだことない。飲んだことないのにする。飲んだことないのにする。飲んだことないのにする。There you go. Okay, so the basic sentence pattern there is 飲んだことないのにする. I choose. Basically, when you're saying 何々にする, when you're saying にする, it means I'm choosing that. I'm choosing that. If you'd like me to break down the rest of it, it's kind of a horror story, honestly, to break it down in a mini lesson like this. But I'll tell you this much, okay? I'll give you a little bit of information. Too much information will clutter your brain, so just believe me. This is for your own good. Nomu is drink. Nonda is the past tense of drink. Drank. Nonda koto becomes a gerund, like an ing. Adding koto to the verb nonda nominalizes the verb, which means basically turns it into an ing. So, drinking. Nonda koto. But because it's past tense, it's like that thing that I have had to drink in the past. Nonda koto. So nonda koto means I've had it to drink. Nonda koto nai means I haven't had it to drink. Nonda koto nai. Nonda koto aru means I have had that to drink. So if someone gives you something and says, "Hey, have you tried this before?" You can say nonda koto nai. Let's get a quick beer. So I show you this beer. I say, "Hey, nonda koto aru?" Nonda koto aru. You can say nonda koto nai. Nonda koto nai. So let's go back to the sentence pattern. Nonda koto nai. I've never had it to drink. Nonda koto nai no ni suru. No is a shortening of mono. And how it works in the sentence is nonda koto nai no. Nonda koto nai no means something that I have never. Now, what I want you to concentrate on today is a very simple, very useful ni suru, which means I choose. Suru means do, literally do. So ni suru is I'm doing that one, right? Conversationally means I choose that one. So look at the following examples of how we can use this. For example,
Budou ni suru?
Budou ni suru. Budou is grapes. Budou ni suru. Would you like grapes? Or
Okashi ni suru?
Okashi ni suru. Okashi is the general noun for any kind of snack. Any kind of snack is okashi. Right. Now, okashi means kind of crazy, right? Do the pronunciation difference? What's this?
Okashi.
This is okashi. And what is kind of weird?
Okashi.
Okashi. So, you know, pronunciation is pretty good there. What's another example?
Cheese ni suru?
Cheese ni suru. Would you like cheese? And of course, you can do drinks as well. For example,
Beer ni suru?
What kind of beer is that?
Nagoya akamiso lager.
Akamiso. So miso beer ni suru.
Miso beer ni suru?
Would you like some miso beer? For those of you who know what miso is, you'll get a good big laugh out of that.
Nihonshu ni suru?
Nihonshu ni suru. Nihonshu. Would you like Japanese sake? Japanese people will always say, this is kind of, I think, ridiculous, but Japanese people often say, "Would you like Japanese sake?" As if there's another kind of sake. There isn't really other kinds of sake, but they always say Japanese sake. But if you translate Nihonshu, it means Nihon is Japan and shu is alcohol or sake. So Nihon sake actually in Japanese, sake just means any kind of alcohol, right? Yeah. So whiskey is sake, beer is sake. Right? But Nihonshu is Japanese sake, which is this clear stuff that you see here, right? This looks like water, but I'm sure you all are vaguely familiar with what sake is, right? But anyway, and what's the last one? The last example?
Umeshu ni suru?
Umeshu ni suru. For those of you who've been watching my videos, umeshu is one of my favorite drinks. This is a very interesting umeshu. This is umeshu's zeri. Zeri in English is jelly. And what you need to do, which we're not going to do this today, we're going to do it on the Give Me a Break Man channel later. I'm going to shake this and show you what it looks like inside. This, if you shake it, it becomes a kind of mucus type of liquid, and then you drink it, and it's good. So when you're asking someone which would they like, you can use this type of pattern. Beer ni suru. Would you like beer? Are you going to go with beer? Are you going to do beer? Sore tomo. Sore tomo, I guess, would be like or. それとも梅酒にする？どっちにする？ビールにする？それとも梅酒にする？ And then when you answer, you would say, of course, ビールにする。私はビールにする。You don't need to 私は。ビールにする。ビールにします。If you want to be more polite. ビールにします。ビールにする。This is very casual Japanese, but very common. And I'm sure it will be very useful when you start interacting with Japanese at this level. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll talk to you guys soon. And a message from the Japanese girl.
Study hard, morons.